Welcome to the Monday Morning Catalyst, our 5-minute weekly bonus session to give your week that jumpstart you're looking for. Just a reminder, our popular standard episodes that you're used to are now released on Wednesday mornings, and as always, they'll include a who's who's list of best-selling authors, world-renowned researchers, coaches, athletes, you name it. It'll be there. But back to the catalyst. Remember, the catalyst is that change agent that makes things happen. And of course, a catalyst isn't just a thing like a podcast. It can be a person, like any of us, who can help those around us improve their own life in meaningful ways. And folks, right now, that is so valuable. So today, let's talk about our sight, our ability to see new things, beautiful things, opportunities all around us, the chance to make a difference in a number of different ways. I had LASIK surgery way back in 2002 when I first dipped my toe into the sport of triathlon. I remember how incredible it was to come out of the water, peel off my goggles, and actually be able to find my bike in transition. Well, it went beyond race day. I started noticing mountains when I was out on a run, or a bird on a nearby branch, until eventually I took it for granted, and I stopped noticing altogether. Educator Jennifer Roberts said, just because you have looked at something doesn't mean you've seen it. That's a pretty good description of me. Rushing through each day, looking at a bunch of stuff, but often barely seeing anything at all. Maybe you've got it all figured out. Maybe looking without investing the time to really see is just me. But if not, if this idea resonates with you, I've got 3 things you can try this week that might provide you with your own figurative eye surgery. First one, look for one new thing that you hadn't previously noticed each day this week in a place that you are finding yourself all the time. Maybe it's on your commute to work, maybe on a walk over to the mailbox, or maybe it's standing at your front door just looking outward. But looking for one new thing each day that you've never noticed before. Second thing, zoom in. Once you notice it, look closer. And closer still. What else do you see? And then number 3, share one of your discoveries from the week with a friend or a family member and see where that conversation leads. Folks, we're in the midst of some tough times right now. The news, social media, conversations, everything is dominated by the coronavirus, and often the bad news that accompanies that topic. It's so easy to miss the blessings in the midst of the storm. Maybe this could be the catalyst. This little trio of exercises could be a catalyst towards better for those of us who choose to put it into practice in the coming days. Speaking of the coming days, this Wednesday, we're thrilled to have Dr. Tom Peters as our guest on the Catalyst Health, Wellness, and Performance podcast. You probably know that name. He's the author of the book that essentially started the business book category. It was titled In Search of Excellence, and it is consistently named as one of the most important business books ever written. I've read more Tom Peters books than any other single author, and it was such an honor to have him join us as a guest. I think you'll be intrigued by what he shares with us. Thanks again for joining us, for sharing this podcast with friends and peers. Feel free to reach out to us with any questions you might have at results@catalystcoachinginstitute.com, or you can always access all kinds of tools, resources at catalystcoachinginstitute.com. This is Dr. Bradford Cooper signing off, and I'll look forward to speaking with you soon, in fact, in about 2 days, on the next episode of the Catalyst Health, Wellness, and Performance podcast.